So great to be here tonight with our special guests. Don't forget, Recovering Addicts, subscribe because we are coming at you live here Sunday night. How is everybody today? So glad to see the comments just a popping and a slamming. I'm LT and I'm an alcoholic addict. Therefore, I need 24 steps in my program.
I don't even know what to say.
12 don't work for me.
I'm an addict. I do all the steps.
Just for
extra.
today. Amen. Well, we got a special show for you tonight. I'm going to get into it right away. I am LT. I'm an alcoholic addict. This is my beautiful wife, Felice, who had to live with my drunk punk beep. And these are my beautiful kids, Millie and Link, who like to hang out in the show. They got to see their dad be a piece of crap as well. But guess what? Over a year ago, I decided to get sober. And now I'm here to just share the good news of what it can actually bring hope to everybody, bring hope to my family and my kids first, and, serve my higher power, and hopefully instill some hope in y'all that there is a better life away from drugs and alcohol, no matter what the circumstances bring. Even if it brings 4 days without power, actually 3 days, 3 days without power, and you feel like your little house on the prairie, and you got to do all this bunch of work with chainsaws and get cut and rip your tongue and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So the other day I was trying to be funny and took a big bite of Millie's apple. We were out cleaning the yard and I was trying to be funny. Bit the apple, bent my tongue backwards, and it ripped underneath my tongue. And so now my tongue's kind of, your little line thingy underneath your tongue.
Like your tongue tendon.
I ripped it, just like ripped. Blood started pouring out of my mouth. I was like, what the heck? Pretty crazy. I'm going to let Felice say hello to everybody in the chat. And then I have a special gift from our Aussie family. Cherie, Des, and Aubrey sent us a package from Australia. I think they sent this a year ago and it finally arrived.
I think so. At least a year.
It takes forever for, stuff to happen.
That international.
And once we open this and check out the contents inside, we have a special guest, Michael Teetor. He's been a part of our show. He's a moderator in the chat. He's got 6 months clean, sober now. He's working his program. He's reaching out. He's doing everything that needs to be done. And we're going to talk to him the rest of the show. Until then, I'm going to let Felice say what up.
We got Christine, first one in here.
Hi, Mark.
Hello, Cherie. Alicia, saying hey to the fam. Desmond, hello. And thank you again, Cherie, for the gift. And Desmond and Aubrey. And John V, good evening. Morning,
hey, what's up, John?
Or happy replay to you, too.
Hey, John, you know how real men shave?
They
don't.
Marilyn, Andrew, there's
hey, what's up, Andrew?
Peter's other good half of the other, whatever. Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's up? There's my brother, Paula.
What's up? Let's see. Sky is in the house.
Sky Love.
Oh,
how you
another
doing, girl?
Salazar.
Oh,
Must
cool.
be related to Andrew.
Just for today. Amen.
Maybe?
Just for today. The cool thing about that just for today is all the people that are not working a program, living in this crazy COVID, fires, wind, riot world right now. We can teach other people how to live just for today, right? Just enjoy today.
Petey, there's my Raina.
Raina,
how are you?
hello.
You live through the wind? Hey, Tracy. Let's see. Aubrey is here.
Sober Ops.
We also... Oh, well, that's not good.
My older girlfriend in AA told me there's 13 steps. Merc, behave yourself.
Hey, John Beam.
Hey, Josh. What's
good?
up, brother?
Josh.
Thank you.
Yes, Josh. Naomi.
Doing good now. We got our power back on. I'm still resetting. Like, I'm behind. I'm 4 days behind on digital stuff, but oh well. Everything seems to be working good now. We got power back on at the house. We got power back on here at the studio. So we're doing good, brother. Thank you for your prayers.
Hey, that's awesome. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Glad you're there.
Hey, what's up? We can watch together. Awesome, Sean. Proud of you, brother. Keep it up, man.
Shout out to Sawyer House. Always. We love you, ladies.
100%.
Jeanette, glad you're here. What, Millie?
We got some angry faces from Facebook.
Uh-oh. Who's mad?
Let's see.
Hello, everyone. 13 months today. Good job, Virginia.
Dang, Virginia. Dobkins, good job. Good job on 13 months. That's a long time. It's a year and a month. You know what that tells me? That tells me she's worked her program, because you can't go a year and a month in this world without some sort of trial, tribulation, trigger, sadness, even in the happy times and exciting times, it's hard to stay sober, right? You get excited and you want to go party and have fun. So she's working her program. She's doing what it takes. That's freaking amazing. Good job.
Let me see. I just learned about the Go XLR like 2 days ago.
That's just me. That's my special effects skills.
If you get that, we can have a button.
We need to get a button.
I want a button. Hey, what's up, Kyle?
There's my brother Kyle.
We do. Look, Carla's angry.
Carla's mad at us.
What's the matter, Carla?
That's okay.
Who else is here?
Naomi Johnson.
We miss you. Doing good. Flagstaff, still sober. Love this new
Just like
change.
Carla's last name.
Awesome.
Ring that bell.
Naomi's got 108 days.
Dang,
So
Naomi.
proud of
Good
you.
job. Keep it up.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny, we know her.
Hey, Jake.
Hearts
Here
from
he is.
Teetor. There's my brother Jake.
Hey, Carla.
Carla Bell. How
Glad
you
you're-
doing?
We're glad you're here.
Pineapples. I love pineapple.
Oh,
Probably one of my favorite fruits is pineapple.
I think I got just about
Bob Smith up in the house and Terrence. Hey, Terrence, shout out to the Sawyer House, Fountain Home, and Anchored Hearts, 100%. Heck yeah.
Always. What is up, Bob? We love you.
Hey, Nick, what's going on, brother? Glad you're here.
Adrian.
Adrian, awesome.
Misty Johns. Hey,
Hey,
there's
Nicole.
There's Misty.
Hello.
Hello.
That is definitely from that one movie. It's glitching for you guys, too. Oh, well. That's the best we can do for now.
Yes, give me a bleepy button. I call dibs on the button.
All right, it's time to open this Australian package. Is this a knife, Cherie?
Painful.
Does this count as a knife?
That's not a knife.
That's not a knife.
Not a knife.
A knife.
That's a knife.
There better be a knife in this
That's
package.
not a knife. This is a knife.
Oh,
Watch out,
Millie.
Millie, in case I knife you.
Yes, stay back there by Linky. You're all...
Package in a package.
This, if everybody just is jumping on, this package is from Cherie, Desmond, and Aubrey from Australia. Does it smell like Australia? You didn't sniff it.
Oh, I like your perfume, Cherie.
He's got a super sniffer.
Oh, yeah, I can smell your house.
Let me smell. Let me try. I can't smell nothing. I'm sure it smells great. That's not a knife. She said, "No, you don't need a knife." Too late. That's not a knife. Mail time. Sharp, 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 sharp. We should probably close it.
Merk Stalinsky.
Oh,
This
that-
package has your name on it, Merk. I don't know if you can see it or not. Dang it. But this package says Merk. Let's open this up. Merk, are you watching?
Are we supposed?
Aussie Merks. It has Merk's name on it right there. Can't see it because of the glare. Oh, you
Smells
can
like a
kind of see it
kangaroo.
there. Smells like a kangaroo.
Oh yeah,
Is that what kangaroos smell like?
must be.
Interesting. It smells clean. Oh, yeah.
What's the rest of it?
We don't know.
So we got our awesome bookmark.
Oh, I want to see.
It has Merk on it. It says Merk Aussie.
See Merc.
Oh, you should,
Oh, tell me that's not awesome.
That's awesome.
you should wear that for the rest of the show.
Oh, cool scarf.
Australia.
The Australia.
That is awesome. This is mine.
Mine.
Dibs.
Daddy, I was saying you know, yeah,
Australia, mate.
you hold this on tonight.
Vegemite.
There it is.
Vegemite.
It has B vitamins
Let me taste
for
it.
vitality.
Vegemite.
Good night, Nicole.
Who's this
Good night, Nicole.
Probably for your mom.
Can I just taste the Vegemite without bread and toast?
I call dibs.
Mom calls dibs on the beanie.
Oh, I thought it was going to be more grainy.
Is it more like toothpaste?
Oh, that's good. Mm,
It
taste that.
stinks.
I call dibs on the beanie.
Dang it.
Call dibs.
You talked too soon.
Call dibs. Call dibs on this.
Keychain. We recover better together. Where'd you get these? With Body by Cassie? With Cassie and Felice and Sheree. That's awesome.
That's mine. Dibs. I got a sister's keychain. Oh my
Like, where did you
goodness.
make all this stuff at?
Where's the lid to this?
It's got all the flags on it. I'll take pictures of everything and put it on the Discord and on the Facebook group. Oh, it's a magnet.
Here, you want this? Use the Lego.
Shree, you're freaking amazing.
Mark, it's in a freaking tube. It's in a freaking tube.
I'm gonna use it as toothpaste on accident, probably.
Mom, is this? I think
Hey,
this is Mama.
Yeah, this is mine.
Smells good.
That's yours, Millie. Oh, a boomerang pin. Heck yes, that is so cool. Thank you so much, Sheree. Look, Merc
Ooh,
has
what
your
is this
name
stuff?
on it. Can't see it.
So are we supposed to send that to Mark?
Link calls Dave.
Are we supposed to send this to Merc?
Is that what's going on? Tree.
Because we will,
Sheree.
if you want us to.
Sheree.
Oh my gosh.
That is so cool. So freaking cool.
Do you know what I got? Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can't take your order.
That is awesome. Thank you, Sheree, Dez, and Obs. Thank you so much. That is so cool. I love the scarf and the beat. I love it all. I freaking love it.
This is for Cassie?
Awesome.
Okay, we'll make sure she gets it.
Yeah, we'll have to show Cassie that stuff. That is so
This
cool.
is for Cassie.
That's for Cassie?
This is for Cassie.
Psh, Cassie ain't getting nothing. Cassie ain't getting nothing.
You can hold it.
Are the perfumes for Cassie too? Say it's opened up.
All right. Sheree, thank you so much. You're so freaking awesome.
I'm wearing my new beanie to work tomorrow.
Okay.
Even though
So
it's gonna be like 90 degrees. These smell
That
good.
smells good. Thank you so much, Sheree.
26th of October.
Okay, so now we have a special guest tonight, Mr. Michael Teetor. I'm going to pull him on. Everybody give him a special round of applause. He has 6 months sober, and he's been here since the beginning. We've seen him go through the tough times. We've seen him go through the good times. We've seen him talk about high-risk situations and putting himself in and out of them and all that kind of stuff. So, Teetor, you want to introduce yourself and tell us how you did it?
Well, first off, hello guys. My name is Michael. I'm an alcoholic. First, I grew up with both my parents that were alcoholics. My dad would black out drunk, and he would try and get violent with us a lot. And we tried fleeing him once this is from earlier when I can't remember, so just a little history. And then we tried to flee him, and then he was trying to run us off the road in his car. So that was my first experience with alcohol, was him trying to kill us.
So how old were you? So your dad's a blackout drunk. You and your
I was probably about 4.
Oh, you were 4? Do you remember it like it was yesterday?
I do.
Wow. And so you have brothers and sisters, or?
No, I'm the only child.
Oh, so was it just you and your mom?
Mm-hmm.
And you and your
It
mom
was.
are fleeing from your dad in a car, and he's trying to run you off the road.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. And okay, go ahead.
And he was driving drunk, and he was trying to kill us purposely.
Oh my gosh.
Dang.
Well, thank God you're alive.
Hey, Bob. And so that was my first vivid memory with alcoholism. And so after a few years of all of that and my dad not being able to control his liquor, my mom finally divorced him, and she remarried to my stepdad, who was also an alcoholic.
Mm.
And during that time was my high school years and junior high school years and everything else. And during those nights, there was plenty of times and they were fighting and arguing, and it was just not a happy time frame for me in that part, because it was just miserable to come home to, because every time was a fight over something stupid like, why are you sitting there? And it just get blown out of proportion. Just stupid little stuff, and it was because they were drunk.
Wow. So your mom was alcoholic too?
My mom, my dad, and my stepdad were all 3 alcoholics, actually.
Wow.
So, then I got to high school, and I figured, well, my parents drink, so I'm going to see, what it's like, and I'm going to try it. So I would be sneaking their booze, and I remember it'd be gallons, like big gallons of rum that they had hidden in the cupboards and everything, and I would just, take it right out of the bottle there.
How old were you at that point?
I believe I was 16, I want to say.
Wow.
15 or 16. And so I started drinking, and during that time, a lot of stuff happened in high school, and I kind of get the dates blurred in my mind because of it. And two big things that happened for my health physically was, number one, I got diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome, and for those that don't know about it, it's under the umbrella of autism. So it's like I don't have enough bipolar in me, and I don't have enough manic side in me. So it's either, it kind of goes like that.
Yeah.
So, and then I was also diagnosed with epilepsy and having seizures.
Oh wow.
So I'm also prone to seizures, which also isn't good for my drinking at all.
No.
And I didn't care about that part. I would still drink, obviously. And then one more very tragic thing that happened to me was there was this family friend in quotation marks, that this might get a little bit graphic for some people. So if you don't want to hear graphic parts, then I would suggest exit out, because I'm going to be really truthful, but as G-rated as possible. So, when I was 14, I went over to this family friend's bookstore that I used to run. It was a metaphysical bookstore, that sold the incense, the oils, and the candles and stuff like that. And I would frequent there all the time. And one night, I said I wouldn't do this. I'm sorry.
Okay. It happens to me every time I talk about my hard parts of my story too.
And then one night he proceeded to lock the door behind me and proceeded to take advantage of me. And that just really got me messed up in my mind. And that was the most hardest thing one of the most hardest things I ever had to go through, was going through that, when I was a kid, and I don't think no kid or nobody should have to be facing that, and that was just really, really, really hard on me that I had to go through that. And then later on in life, I was put through, well, I had to, I tried to commit suicide over it 3 times. 3 times I tried to commit suicide. And after that, I was put into psych wards, and I was put through, hospitals on suicide watches. And luckily, I did survive those attempts.
How old were you when you were trying to commit suicide?
I believe it was a year or less after it happened. And then after it happened,
So you were about 15 or 16?
around that time, yeah.
And because you tried to commit suicide, they put you in a psych ward?
Psych wards and mental health hospitals and everything else, however they want to say it.
Yeah.
And So when I turned of legal age to drink, this going back to my drinking habits and everything. I would be going to the bars, and I would go to house parties and everything, and I would be the kind of drunk that I couldn't have just a couple of them. I would either drink to get sick, or I would get violent when I drink.
You were violent towards other people?
Yeah, well, mainly things. I was a type of person that would just throw things, instead of beating on people or whatever. I'm more of the thrower and the hitting walls type of person.
Me too.
I've been known to bust out a couple mirrors in my time. And I didn't know it for many years, but the reason I drank was to cover up my feelings about trying to forget about the molestation that happened in the past. I didn't want to think about it. I didn't know how to think about it, how to handle it. I couldn't get my thoughts clear enough and, wrap everything around how I was feeling. So what did I do? I drank. And then that would make all the pain go away. And then, of course, my mom being an alcoholic, eventually she got so bad herself that she would get herself into predicaments. For example, she got caught drinking on the job. She got caught in DWIs and other situations that me and actually Andrew had to kind of help get her out of, And I was kind of like in Felice's shoes, about trying to help my alcoholic out, And we would always be fighting about that stuff too. And then my mom passed away in, I believe, 2016 or 15. She passed away about 2015, and that's what I took it the hardest on myself. And the first night that my mom passed away, was I with family? No. I was at my friend's house that I used to party with all the time. I called them my adopted family. And I was over there and I was getting shit-faced drunk. Oh, sorry. They dropped the S-bomb.
Beep.
Blink button.
My bad.
No, you're good.
Just kidding.
Share it how you got to, brother. Okay, so now we're up to 2016. How old are you at this? Or no, 2015 or 16. How old are you about at this point?
2016.
Yeah.
I was
4 years ago.
35.
Oh, we're the same
36.
age. And so you've already become an alcoholic pretty much, right?
Yeah.
Now your mom passes away
From alcoholism.
from alcoholism. Wow. And so this kind of pushes you over the edge and you start drinking even more?
Right.
Okay.
That was my boiling point, was my mom passing. As me and my mom, we were so tight. And then I revert back to being molested when I didn't know how to cover it. And guess what I did again? Drinking again. And after that, all I would do is drink. I didn't know how to even cope or act with anything. And me having Asperger's syndrome is already a social disorder where I can't really interact too well with people, like most of you can. I tend to shy away from people and not pay attention and focus good, and I don't know how to be, and it's like I'm socially awkward in situations. So that's just part of the disease I have.
When you drank alcohol, did you find that it gave you confidence to overcome that fear inside?
I did. I definitely got brave when I drank. Yeah, and I talked like a chatty Cathy. So I would be overconfident and end up doing stupid stuff, and so actually I would either end up being stupid, I would end up being sick, or I would end up punching stuff. And one time I remember me and my husband Andrew, we were at a fancy black tie fundraiser type of thing for the drag community. And we had ended up the night and everything. Long story short, it was an open bar. We didn't have to pay for any drinks or anything. So of course, what did I do?
That's my favorite kind.
I was sitting right there at the bar the whole night. And I know you guys know what tequila sunrises are.
Oh yeah.
I had big things of 32-ounce glasses of tequila sunrises all night in front of me.
Oh man.
And the next morning when I woke up, I guess I had blacked out drunk. And I remember waking up in my hotel room and I had vomit all over me. And allegedly, everyone from all out of town that was with our little group was staying at the hotel. And I guess me and my husband had a argument, and I ended up waking up half the entire wing because we were yelling so much and arguing with each other because I was being drunk and stupid and I got sick. And then finally one night, fast forward to a bit to current, I was trying to get this straight here. Of course, I would go out to the bar, the club scene, and go to the shows and all that stuff, the drag shows, and, get drunk over there and whatnot. And finally, I just said, you know what, I don't want to go out anymore. I want to just stay home and drink. So I would be buying bottles and bottles, at home. And I would be just drinking them at home instead of going to a club. And I would be drinking Jack Daniels. I would be drinking vodka. I'd be the cheap drunk and be buying the boxes of wine, and you could call me a wino,
Yep.
because that's what I was doing, was being a cheap drunk buying the boxes of wine. And
I used to tell people that they'd be like, "What do you drink?" I'm like, "Whiskey." Like, that's too expensive. I'm like, "No, you got to lay on your belly and crawl to the back of the bottom shelf to get the whiskey I drink."
wow, I was drinking the Jack.
Oh yeah, too expensive for me.
But yeah, still, and then when I started drinking at home, that caused a lot more arguments with me and my husband Andrew than we'd really ever had before.
Was Andrew an alcoholic as well?
He is not, but he drank occasionally with me. I was the one that said, "Oh, come on, honey, come on, have a drink with me. Come on, it's okay. You could have just a couple drinks with me." And then later on, he'd look at me and be like, "You're too drunk." I'd be like, "I don't care. I'm having more."
Yeah. So me and you got a lot in common. So Andrew kind of mostly was there just to pick you up when you were falling down.
Pretty much.
A lot of those points.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, not to mention pulling over on the side of the road for when we would come home from the bars. I'd be like, pull over,"
Yep.
Those were not pretty, and then having to clean up the car the next day.
Right.
Ugh. And then, so finally, when I was drinking a box of wine, go figure, at home, I was being a wino. And I used to, since Andrew, here's a funny part of it. Andrew does drag. That's why his alter ego is Asia. So Andrew as a boy and Asia in drag. So of course we have all this wigs and we have, dresses and everything else here, right?
Right.
So when I would get drunk, I would put on a gray long-haired wig, and I'd put on a little Hawaiian hat, and I would say, "My name is Trishy Trash," and that'd be my drunk alter ego. She was a fun drunk to be around, but the other ones weren't. So it was one of the nights that I was drinking boxes of wine that I called my sponsor Jenny. Well, she wasn't my sponsor at the time, but I reached out to her and I said, "You gotta help me with this. I can't control it anymore. I'm sitting here crying because I don't know what to do." And I was just drunk and crying about, I don't even know what I was crying about. But she was one that brought me into recovery, and this led up to now to where I found you guys, and here I am 6 months.
So
And
6
I owe a lot of it to my sponsor Jenny, and especially everybody in the community here that has helped me so much to get sober. You guys, everybody, not just you and LT, but everyone that's in our chat and our group, a lot of people I can't even name right now, but you guys know who you are. Without you guys, I wouldn't be sober this long. And I've never gone this long without drinking before. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Dude, that's awesome. I love the testimony because we basically started doing this 6 months ago. So I think we met you maybe 20 days in or maybe a month.
Right.
And the fact that, we come on, we talk about our addiction books, which helps us educate ourselves, but the community that's behind us is where the real support. So if any of you out there are looking for support, Teetor's a testament to the community that's in the chat right now and how we help each other stay sober. So did you know Jenny before you reached out to help, and was she leading by example already, and you kind of already knew that she knew how to overcome alcoholism?
Well, I've known Jenny about as long as I've known Andrew, and we've been together for about 10 years. She has her own story with recovery that maybe she would like to tell someday. Not to put you on the spot, Jenny. She's also the mother of my god kids too, so that's how I know her, from many years ago.
Awesome. Awesome.
That was a good place for the plug. I got the links in the chat. Join our community.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, don't forget to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring a ding that bell, and press that super chat button. I had to say that.
Thank you. You gotta keep talking because you gotta be on here when Cassie jumps on here in 5 minutes. So you gotta walk us through some more of like how you're overcoming. So 6 months sober, you're learning the tools, you're working the steps, right? You said you're kind of on step 2 now.
Yeah. What I did was I made it to step 7 in the little blue book, or the 12-step program.
Okay.
And I kind of paused for a while, and then I said, that's too long of a pause. So I restarted again.
Okay.
So I got back to step 1, and now I'm working on step 2, but this time I'm taking it slower of a pace. That way I could comprehend it better in my mind and just kind of not really keep up with the program, but get with the program more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
kind of like
Mark.
push the reset button in there.
Like Mark did this because you said so.
Yes, you go, Mark.
You're awesome, brother. Okay, so I got some
So
questions.
everyone else needs to do that too. All right, Aussies, you better throw in some of that super chats.
Thank you, John.
Yes, John too.
Felice, your mic is very quiet. We're trying to teach Felice how to talk louder, but she doesn't know
Can
how.
you hear me now?
There you go.
If I put my mouth right on it.
Teetor was giving her some what is that called? Opera advice earlier.
I need to go to radio. What did I say? Radio host classes.
So Teetor, you're touching a bunch of people's hearts with your sexual abuse at 14. We've even had somebody ask, is there anybody that's not an addict? Is there anybody that's an addict that hasn't been? It seems like 90% at least have been sexually abused at some point in their life. And so you are giving strength to a lot of people in a lot of ways by coming out. And just like that, I'm going to let you introduce what time it is, Teetor.
And with that being said, I think we all know what time it is. It is Body by Cassie time.
Michael Teetor, I'm so proud of you. Yay. Oh, you're so sweet. Big hug, big hug, big hug. Oh, you're so cute. Yay. How are you this evening? You're good? I'm two thumbs up. You're so sweet. How are you, Felice? How's LT? How's everyone?
I'm doing
Freaking awesome.
good.
Good.
Australia hoodie hat.
Oh my gosh, Felice, it's adorable.
Oh, yeah. Where's the keychain?
We have a keychain for you. This is for you.
So on this keychain, I don't know if you can see it.
Okay.
It has it says sisters on it right here.
Okay.
It has a picture of Felice, you, and then Cherie. And it
Oh,
says spreading that love. And on the back it says it says recovering better together with Body by Cassie. So this is for you.
And
oh
then
my gosh. So Cherie sent that. She told me she was sending something.
Yeah.
Yay.
you get to pick one of these perfumes. Millie already picked hers. There's
Millie
Poppy
picked hers?
or Lily.
Oh my gosh, we are going. Wow, she just spoiled you guys. I love it. Yay.
Australia
do
and
with
New
those.
Mexico stuff everywhere.
That is so sick. I love it. Oh, I love the hat. The hat is awesome. So whatever perfume you don't want, I'm not picky. I'll take whatever.
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yes, thank you so much. We appreciate you, Miss Cherie. You're the best. Okay, yes. Okay, so here's my quote of the day today. And I'm at my auntie's house. That's where all this at. We're actually watching football and tennis match. So I'm at Annie Lee's, LT.
Oh, hi, Aunt Lee.
Annie Lee, they say hello to you. They're in there watching something. So I had to I'm gonna go away for a little bit. They're like, I'm like, I got it. You don't need to do anything. I got it all. I've been doing it for some time. I know what I'm doing. So, okay. So here's my quote. Push yourself because no one else is going to do it for you.
Amen.
Boom.
Bam.
Pretty simple, straight to the point. Get her done.
Get her done.
Get her done. All right. I love you guys. Let's bring it together. And we're going to continue to spread that love.
Yeah.
And you too, Teetor. Love you. I'm super proud of you.
Ooh la la.
Woo wah wah. Ooh la la. Mwah, 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 mwah. Love you guys. You
Love
guys
you,
are the
bud.
best.
Well, that's cool.
Gotta love Cassie.
Thank you, Marilyn. Look at you started, Teetor. Thank you so much.
Will you guys need me on the show more often?
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of people saying they're proud of you and how much they love you.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So I got a couple questions for you. I just randomly pulled them out of my pod deck.
It's a
Podcast
surprise
cards.
Q&A time, but let's hear it.
So if you were to die tomorrow, what little thing would you regret not doing?
I don't regret not doing anything because you always learn from something, whether it's good or whether it's bad. You always at least learn from it.
Yeah, amen.
You could always go back and say, I shouldn't have done that, but it's done.
Yep. That is no doubt. Granny Kitty
Thanks,
Kinson,
Granny.
thank you. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're enjoying the energy and listening to some inspirational stories. Teetor has 6 months clean today. He's been with us since the beginning. We've been with him since the beginning, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like we've grown together, huh, Teetor?
Yep. My last day I drank. It's actually a funny story. I just recently got laid off from my job because they closed for all the COVID stuff that's going around, and it's really funny because back on March the 11th was my 10-year anniversary. So my boss actually gave me a gift card. So guess what I did? I went out and bought booze.
What? Tell
For
me
my 10-year anniversary, I went out and bought a box of wine. And that was the last day I drank was my 10-year anniversary at work.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
So now
311.
let's talk about your high risk situation right now. For people that don't know how we process things on this channel of Recovering Addict. So Teetor, as I always say at the end of the show, do not put yourself in a high risk situation. So Teetor's been clean for 6 months, sober for 6 months. Lost his job because of COVID. They shut it down. But now, because he's such a good worker, his reputation preceded him, and they sucked him into this bar to run the kitchen. And now 6 months sober working in a bar is, in my book, a no-no. But Teetor, tell us the details of that and how because there's some situations, we have a rule around here, right? You got a 10 scale rule. From 1 to 4, you have no business being there. You don't go to the drug dope house. You don't go to the bars. You have no business being there. And then, 4 through 8, if you have to be there, you better have a damn good reason and you better have a plan. And then 8 through 10 is alcohol's everywhere. Pull up your big boy pants and you deal with it, right? And so I would say you're in the middle situation where you kind of got to be there. You got to support yourself. Times are crazy. It's a bar. So how are you dealing with that and staying sober?
Well, first off, I ratted on myself big time. All the staff and both of the owners know I'm an alcoholic, and they know that I don't want them to serve me anything. No matter how much I beg, plead, cry, whatever the hell it is, they know damn well not to be serving me any alcohol. And they already know how I get because I've been drunk many times around them.
So
So
this bar doesn't have enough insurance to let you drink to begin with.
yeah, they don't want me punching holes in the new place.
Okay, so the first thing you did is they offer you the job. You tell them all the way up to the owner, I cannot have alcohol. No matter what, do not give me alcohol, even if I cry about it.
Yep.
Okay, what was the second thing you did?
Call Andrew if I do start crying. But legally, they can't serve liquor till I believe 3 or 4 in the afternoon whenever they open, and I'm only there in the mornings just to do some work around the kitchen, and I'm gone before the rest of the staff even get there.
Okay, so 2 good things. You told on yourself all the way to the owner, but when you're at this bar, you're not there during serving hours. So what do you do there? You're kind of making sure the kitchen is up to state standards and prepping, or what do you do?
Yeah, basically just anything, whether it's cleaning and organizing food or making sure temps are good, just regular kitchen stuff. And I stay in the kitchen and I don't go over into the bar side.
Oh, that's good. So you give yourself a boundary.
Right.
You're not there.
There's like a little lobby area between the kitchen and the bar. So it's like my little, it's the kitchen, the doorway, and then the bar.
And you don't cross those lines?
Nope, I sure don't.
That's good. And then I think another thing that you haven't mentioned yet is you told all of us too.
Right. I told my sponsor, I told you guys, I told Andrew.
So how did Andrew feel about you working there?
he doesn't mind, because he knows the same stuff you guys do. He takes me there, drops me off, and he knows damn well I ain't gonna be drinking.
That's good. So has it been hard? Have you had any triggers being there, or?
No, not really. Like I said, I just keep to myself on my own kitchen side. I don't go over to the bar side. I try to pretend not to even think that there's a bar there.
Oh, okay.
In my mind, I'm like, there's no bar here.
Awesome. What is your plan if you do start getting triggered?
Well, number one, I would tell one of the owners, because I'm always with the owner when I work. It's me and one of the owners, maybe one more staff person. So they know, and I could just immediately go up to them and say, hey, I'm having trouble being here. And then they could say, all right, hey, just if you're tempted or whatever, just go home. I understand. They're very accepting. I even told the owners I was going to be on the show tonight. I don't know if they're watching, but if you are watching,
They're
shout
here.
out to Michael and Renee.
TJ, do you know TJ?
TJ Cardwell.
Yeah.
Hi, TJ.
He said, you're protected. He said, no worries.
Where is he?
And then,
TJ looks out for me. TJ looks out for me.
This one?
yeah. He said,
We are his family at the bar. Oh, okay.
yeah.
I didn't know who you were because it says Facebook user. And then,
yeah.
no worries. He's protected. Awesome. So that's from TJ. And so they're fully accepting, obviously. And so if you did have a problem and be like, look, it's battle right now, you would call Andrew, he'd pick you up and they would say, good, leave.
Right. I mean, there's not a problem about, me picking up the phone and saying, hey, I need help. There's going to be lots of people that jump in there and drag me out of situations.
Awesome, man. So our 10 rule, right? You have no business being there. If you have to be there, you better have a plan. And 8 through 10, you grow up. So you're in that stage where you have to have a plan. And it sounds like you've closed all your back doors, which we preach a lot on this channel. Make sure your back doors are closed. Deleting your phone numbers. Get rid of friends if you have to. Make sure you got a plan. So you got a plan. You got a support system. So you're doing that type of situation right. You've set up the, what do you call it, defense around you. So I'm proud of you for that. That's great, brother.
Yeah, it's been a long journey, and I definitely don't miss my drug self, where I wake up with vomit all over me and nasty hangovers. Like, I would go to work some days that I was so hungover that I think I was still drunk. Ooh, and awesome for 23 years. Who said that?
That's TJ.
TJ, awesome.
TJ, you're in the private Facebook group. That's why it says Facebook user. We allow
I
people
can't see anybody's comments. I'm sorry. I don't see anybody's comments unless they flash up on there.
till we pop them. We've been popping up pretty much all of them. It's awesome, Teetor, for closing the back doors and setting up boundaries. Yeah, that's good. You've led by example, dude.
And part of
In many ways tonight.
one of the positive aspects of my disease, which is Asperger's syndrome, is that I start to focus on one thing. I'm narrow-minded.
Uh-huh.
I only have tunnel vision. I get some random idea in my head. I want it. I can't see, I'm just like zoomed in on it. And there's no, oh, hi, Dominic. This one right here, Dominic, he was one of the main ones that encouraged me to stop drinking. And he stopped drinking himself for more than a year. He did it. No AA, no nothing. This guy right there.
Wow, good job. That's Nevea.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's heavy.
We have a drag family, so they use alternate names in the drag world. It really inspired me right there.
It's a secret code. And so I heard you say something about you think about times waking up in your own puke and the miserable way you felt and then having to feel guilt and shame and apologize to people. So you've uglified the old lifestyle as well, right?
I have, yes.
Awesome.
So yeah, that's about the whole story there.
Yeah, you did good. You've led by example in many ways tonight. Just to recap, you've told your story. You've told about sexual abuse, which is very hard to come on. You know, who knows how many people will end up seeing this by the time, 10 years rolls around.
Right. Hey, Thomas.
Thomas says, hey. And
He's my co-sponsor with Jenny.
oh, cool. What's up, Thomas? I'm glad you're here, brother. And you're telling your story, which gives people hope, because if you can do it, they can do it, right?
Right. Oh, and Thomas, he has 10 years sober.
10 years.
Awesome.
Dang, good job, Thomas. Not only are you 6 months sober, but you are living in the same world we're living in right now with COVID and riots, right? On top of that, you lost your job, which just crumbled around you because of the money cuts from COVID. They shut the whole place down, and you made it through that sober. And then you had to get another job, and you got a job offer, and you've set yourself up with an amazing support system to work where you're at, and I've closed all your back doors. So you're doing amazing.
I mean, granted, I only go in once or twice a week, but still.
No, you're doing it.
Area there, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Naomi says, I'm glad to see you guys. I'm doing great at this Freedom House. That's so cool.
Hello, Freedom House. Still your house. All the people are watching. Shout out.
They're all near you down there in Arizona. Oh, no, you're in New Mexico. Sorry.
They're one state over that way.
Yeah. Thomas says he's always here for you. And hello to everybody. And Jenny says hi to Adrian. Well, that's awesome, brother. Is anything else you want to add? Does Andrew want to jump on and say hi?
Andrew.
No, he said he's busy watching you on his little tablet. I got him for his birthday. His birthday's coming up on Saturday.
Happy birthday, Andrew.
He said thank you.
Awesome.
Yes, one day at a time. And of course, we recover better
Together. Amen.
Adam Wilson says, you're doing amazing. Thanks for telling your story.
I think that everyone needs to start throwing in some super chats for the Aussie gear. Show the Aussies love too. Start throwing in them super chats for the Aussies. Oi, oi, oi.
Everybody's saying thank you. Naomi's in Flagstaff, Arizona. Awesome.
Grand Canyon.
Finished with Sawyer House now.
Oh, yeah. She transitioned, huh?
Yeah.
Jeanette says, keep trucking, Teetor.
Ooh.
TJ says, I'm always here, and Dad is too, TJ. Jenny says, boo, Andrew. No whispering.
He was saying a bad word.
Beep.
I told him not to say that.
Awesome. All right,
And
brother.
Glad
What's
you're
that?
here, Karina.
I want to say everybody is thanking me. And yes, I'm proud of being sober for this long. But I really have to be the one that is saying thank you to all of you guys. Because without this support group, we together wouldn't be a sober family.
Uh-huh.
And that's why we say we recover better together. And it's like we got to kind of turn it around and say thank you guys and everyone down there.
Yes.
Exactly.
I try to convey that when I tell people like, hey, this is our channel, but it ain't us. It's this community that's and people that just kind of watch it from a distance don't get to experience what we're talking about right now.
All the people that are hiding in the digital bushes
Right?
that are way out there.
That's a good plug. I'm going to put the links in again to join the private Facebook group and the Discord.
TJ says Dad wants to say he's proud of you.
I love you, Daddy.
Dominic says I'm always here for you and hope you know that even if it's just to rant.
Sometimes you just need a good rant friend.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta rant. I agree, man. That's like my Saturday 3:00 recovery meetings that I host. It's my chance to get just to rant
I have.
about my, crying about no power or something.
I have
We call it venting sessions.
Awesome. Well, let's say the Serenity Prayer, and then we'll close this out. Teetor, if you stay on, we'll say, don't click off yet. Adrian says she's out of the bushes. Kind of.
Yeah. Come on out of the closet, people. Come on out of the closet, people.
Just like a new
Who,
suit.
me? This is Big Hump. Hey, Big.
Big Hump in the house?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about you.
Yeah, Big Hump. Where you at?
Come on out.
Oh, hold on. Raina says, to be honest, Teetor, I was extremely concerned when you first talked about working at a bar. I'm proud of you, man. Me too, Raina.
Me
I know.
too.
We all were. Because I put it on our new green t-shirts, some of our t-shirts on the back. It says, do not put yourself in a high-risk situation. I'm a huge advocate of not putting yourself there. You're welcome, Merd. All right, John V, where's our did I miss it?
Where's the queue at? Come on.
Did
Get
you
up there.
I'm waiting for John V's Serenity Prayer. He's probably like, you got 4 minutes left.
I know where I was like, that's too soon.
He gets it. That's awesome. Merc, we got some. I'll take pictures of everything they sent today, too. I want to say thanks again to Cherie, Dez, and Obs. That's freaking so cool to like. Nobody's ever sent me something from Australia before.
me
Like
neither.
that is special, you know?
I've
Yeah,
never
I have
done
Australia, New Mexico, everywhere.
Yeah, and New Mexico.
I'm
So
gonna
I
shower
still
with this
got
hat.
your thing right here. We still got the license plate. We got the oven mitt that we have in our kitchen.
Oh yeah, I got my keychains on all my keys. We had to put the playing cards away because we used up too much,
Oh, they got wore out.
and then we wore them out. So we had to put them
I got to
somewhere
send you another deck then.
Link, you got to understand that Link, if nobody will play cards with him, he'll sit and play solitary for an hour or two. It's crazy.
Oh, wow.
safe. Billy doesn't know how to shuffle.
They go everywhere. John, where are you? You're slacking.
Yeah, I think John dipped out. All right, we're just
Vegemite
going to have to do it without him. Maybe
sandwich.
he lost connection or something.
I'm gonna listen to Down Under song on the way home today, while wearing my Australian beanie and staring at the Vegemite.
All right, ready? God, grant me the serenity
Really?
to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And thank you, God, for letting Teetor come on and being so brave. And just that he's been an inspiration, Lord. And I just wish that we could all be like him. And thank you so much. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Hold on. No, let me do the thing. Hold on, I'm getting something to end the show with.
Is it a cat?
No. Hold on. Yeah, I swear.
He's scared.
Oh well.
We tried.
Now we can't find it, but anyway.
Okay. Right on. All right, y'all. Do not put yourself in a high risk situation. Stay strong, work your program, and remember, we recover better together.